Welcome to the Jedi Council with VP and Mike. Obviously, we do not look like the Jedi Council tonight at all. So, Gonzo got off work later than normal, so he should be in. Kim was in here and he backed out, so hopefully he'll come back up. I don't know. I guess there's some things we can talk about. I was watching a video, and it was about Mace Windu believing another Jedi Master that he thought could defeat Yoda in a lightsaber duel.
I didn't see him.
Really?
Yes, and his name was Tybaka. He was the Master of Plo Koon, and he was a Wookiee Jedi. But he had the ability. Sort of. Did you ever see the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You remember how before he started to fight, he already pictured how the entire fight was going to go before it started?
Right.
That's what Tybaka could do before he even lit his lightsaber. So that's why Mace Windu thought that he could beat Yoda in a lightsaber duel. So I thought that was really neat. I've learned a couple other things. I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of the Rakata?
I have not.
Okay, the Rakata is an ancient race that's in the galaxy.
Oh yes, the Rakata. Yes. They with they developed the Star Forge.
Right, and they use the dark side of the Forge.
Yes.
And they also created, I can't remember, I think it was called the Mother System, maybe? But they created sentient beings, and they named the three sentient beings the Rakata actually created.
Yeah, I thought you meant ricotta cheese. I'm not gonna lie. took me a little bit. I was like, ricotta. What do you mean? Yes.
Yeah.
I learned about them from the Old Republic video games.
Right. I think maybe this is where it might have come from, that because it turned out that the three sentient beings that they created was the Zabrak, the Twi'lek, and the one I never heard of was called Eshka.
Yeah, I've never heard of Eshka either.
Well, they didn't even look anything like the other ones. I mean, they were all had like a human form, but the Eshka was really strange looking. But yeah, I was actually seeing how the Zabrak were actually from Iridonia, and then some of them were taken to Dathomir. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, we're just waiting on Gonzo to get. We're going to be talking about Revenge of the Sith, probably the best movie out of the prequels.
The best movie out of all of them. Just to be real.
I
won 2 times.
No.
Well, I mean, we can just get it started because I think he's still driving right now. Actually.
Oh, is he? Well,
yeah.
I wanted to take the mask off. It's a little warm in here. And the eyes are starting to fog up. So. Well, you know what? He can watch the replay. All right. So this thing quit a while back ago. It's broken, and the voice changer don't even work in it. So I showed you. I think I've showed my lightsaber to everybody, but of course, that's what the Kyber crystal looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they did. Disney did change how the Sith crystals were created from legend. They were a synthesized that they actually created their own crystals. Where now canon is making or finding a crystal and making it bleed. So.
Right.
Finding a crystal and making it bleed.
Yeah, so typically you throw so much anger and emotion into the crystal, and they did it. They actually showed, I believe, they showed the process in the new comics with Kylo, how he just threw so much emotion into it, and he was torn, just like how you see in the movies.
Right.
It cracked like the in the Kyber crystal, and that's why his blade looks a little bit different. It's throwing so much emotion into the crystal. You're bleeding it.
They actually showed in the Darth Vader comics him doing it, Vader doing it himself, and actually able to get his lightsaber. Palpatine told him that a lightsaber isn't given to a Sith. It's taken. So he had to find a Jedi that was still alive, and I can't remember what the word was for the Jedi that actually would leave, that would have nothing to do. And this one Jedi was just all he was bred for was fighting. And he basically like destroyed Vader. Vader's leg was completely off, everything. and I think, if I'm right, I think it was Star Wars Theory who was showing. It was like a 2-hour long of the entire thing of all those comics. So, Princess Gonzo.
Oh my gosh! What is he? Did he just tease us? Did he tease us?
He just teased us. Oh my gosh. But
looking like a Spanish Anakin right now.
So,
Are
you ready to come in now? Are you ready now?
Whacking Ken. Whacking Ken.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
Are we all Darth Vader out here? I mean, well, how are 3 of us? 3 out of the 5 Darth Vader.
Nah, I'm just a Jedi now.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. Let
me get this right. Hold on.
All right. But yeah, so I mean, the whole thing about the Kyber crystals is really neat. That episode of Clone Wars, I really love that. The younglings finding their Kyber crystals.
Yeah.
That it wasn't like they could just go pick a crystal, that they actually had to find one that actually was calling to them. And I even learned that the more that you made a relationship with your crystal, the better it was to handle your lightsaber. And they said Darth Maul would meditate with his crystal so much that it was like it was completely light. Really, it was really light.
Yeah, because he's so agile. So it makes sense for him, especially being assassin, how quiet he was.
Right. That was also something I watched too. Gonzo can't see.
Can't see. Hold on. All right, now we're good.
But they talked about that. But they talked about how he was actually a Dark Lord of the Sith because Plagueis actually knew about Maul, and he allowed Palpatine to have an apprentice, but he said he could only be trained as an assassin. But what he didn't know was Palpatine was actually training him as another Sith.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he had the title Darth. So.
Yep.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to move you up here. There we go. So, is there any way you can pull the trailer up for me, Gonzo, since you got the double screens?
Oh, sure. All right. Never mind. I'm not ready. Hold on. Now taking me a little longer because I can't see anything.
You can take off the helmet.
No.
Oh, I already took the helmet off.
Chris took his off.
Why lose the magic? No.
Because it's hot.
What's up, Mikey?
Stand up and show him.
Hey, you want to see my spirit jersey?
Let's see. Nice.
So, and then it says Star Wars in the back.
Nice.
Have you seen that at the park?
Nope.
I never seen that.
Me neither.
He got it at Hollywood.
Oh,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Recently?
When? What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, when?
When? I want to say like I have receipts. But I don't have them with me.
I guess he wants to make sure he didn't steal it. He has receipts.
Two weeks ago, yeah. I'm not a thief. I mean, even though I'm a Sith Lord, no, I did that.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I would say like 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That explains why I haven't seen it. I like that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna pick between this one and the child. But I decided that one's probably more easier to find nowadays than this one. So I was like, let me go with this one.
So did they just finally started making spirit jerseys for men now? I mean, because they've mostly always been for women there at Disney, if you ever noticed that.
I mean, if they're for women, I'm gonna go ahead and make it for a man now. So I'm gonna start the trend.
Well, I'm not saying the one you're wearing is for women. I'm just saying most of the ones they made.
I think you did say that, Chris.
Yeah, you did, Chris.
No. I mean, I don't.
I think
there are some that are specifically for women. That when
designs, most of the designs are more of a feminine-esque design.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever notice, they're always matching colors to like the new color of ears. Is what so. And my daughter's bought some, and I'm like, yeah, that's not something a man would wear, So that's why I've always seen a spirit jersey. Usually they make them more for women than what they do for men.
Two Real Geeks, possibly, but I still think that their unisex is more feminine than
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it. So excited.
Look.
Are you gonna hit play or just breathe?
You can't see.
I'm your daddy.
Okay.
Wrong show, Gonzo. Yes, Turo. I definitely believe that that's probably true.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic, before the Dark Times, before the Empire. A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. Lord Vader.
Yes, Master.
Rise.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
Sorry, Ken.
Come out.
Yeah, I think once again, this is the best movie out of the prequels. All right. I think what it is, it's a great movie, but it's kind of heartbreaking because of actually. Well, I mean, if you think about it, because you kind of become to the point where you are into the Anakin character. You know what's going to happen to him, but you still don't want it to happen to him. Is the thing.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, whatever.
No, he probably did it.
He was still.
I know that Darth Vader had to rise, right? Because they had to make it for the rest of the movies. But that part where he's laying there crawling by the lava, and then he just walks away and lets him. I'm like, bro, I'm killing you right then and there. There's not going to be no Darth Vader.
That's funny you said that, because I actually seen a Star Wars theory where they showed where Obi-Wan killed him, and it was a mercy kill, is what it was.
Dang.
But the problem is if Obi-Wan would have had killed him, he wouldn't have been gone by the time Palpatine got there. So he would have actually been hunted down by clone troopers and Palpatine at the same time.
So are we gonna talk about the movie or what?
Yeah. So I thought we were talking about the movie.
You guys making a new movie there?
No, I was just saying, he said, why didn't
No.
you kill him? And I said that there was a Star Wars theory that was actually made.
I was telling you my biggest problem with that movie is that part right there.
Well, I think the other thing is Obi-Wan believed, he loved him like a brother.
Mhm.
So I don't think he could bring himself to end him. He probably just thought he was going to die anyway. I mean, he was burning to death.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been in a life or death fight with somebody that I loved, but if they're trying to kill me, I think I could kill them.
Right.
I really, very, very interesting, right? And I want to know. I'm actually can't wait for Ken to tell us what he thinks.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Hold
Go ahead,
on. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
All right. Mike, scoot forward. All right, we're on the edge of our seat, Ken.
You just all said it. Obi-Wan kicked his butt. He was burning. He looked like he was dead. He walks away, and they come and they get him, and they piecemeal him to what we know as Darth Vader.
Right.
I mean, what else can we talk about?
I don't know. There was, besides what the movie we were talking about, we talked about the Attack of the Clones, and we did forget the introduction of at least one or two new characters. All right. One was Dooku. We never said anything about Count Dooku being introduced. And did we say anything about Grievous being introduced?
He's a droid.
No.
Well, he's a droid.
Just leave him alone. We don't need him.
Yeah.
But
The only thing cool about him was that he wielded 4 lightsabers.
Exactly. He had no force abilities.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the
He
thing.
had like 20 lightsabers.
They do say that he was the predecessor to a Vader type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
But-
That was the test, almost like a test subject to see how other features would mesh well with being part droid.
And then Dooku was trained by Yoda.
Right.
Which led to the fall of a Jedi, which is what Darth Vader was, a fallen Jedi.
Right. But the thing was, the other thing was that I seen was they were talking about why did Anakin not gain his Sith eyes until later on? I don't know. Did I mention this before?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. So when you see him in the Jedi Temple and he's killing younglings and everything like that, his eyes are his normal blue eyes.
Mhm.
It's not until he goes to Mustafar and kills the head of the Separatists, Newt Gunray and all of them. And the reason why is because he enjoyed doing that. And that's what created him having the Sith eyes. He enjoyed having that power to be able to take out and end the war himself.
Well, I think he liked it, and he liked the power in episode 2 when he killed all those guys that had his mom. He already got the taste of it. He was ready to go.
But
Well,
he didn't fully embrace it back then, which is why he didn't get it.
He just needed a little push, and we got on this one.
Mhm.
Well, see,
Yeah.
it was but the thing was okay. when he killed everybody at the Jedi Temple, that was like an obligation. That was
Yeah, it's like he had to. He did it because of an order. Like,
Right.
just do it.
Where killing Newt Gunray and all of them there was a pleasure. So, but I don't know. I forgot to watch the movie today. So, usually
I didn't. Was that something, Chris, that you read or you found out about?
I watch a lot of YouTube on Star Wars. Yeah, I do.
Because what I felt like it was in terms of that was, I can agree with the whole, order, like he just did, for killing the younglings and whatnot.
Right.
What I felt like when he got it, his eyes, that's when he truly embraced the dark side and was like, I'm pissed off about you guys and this war.
Right.
I'm killing you, and that's when he got the eyes. Because if you look at anybody who has those eyes, they only truly have it when they're in that most hateful passion that they can be.
But it's true. He never had
true.
it the whole time he was fighting Obi-Wan until the end when he was yelling, "I hate you."
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. So I truly don't. I think he was angry with Obi-Wan, but I don't think he really wanted to have that battle with Obi-Wan. He knew it had to happen, and it wasn't until the hate come out of him for Obi-Wan for what he'd done to him and everything like that. So
Yeah, but I agree with Mikey. He was at that point that he got very angry, right? I also saw it on BP Eyes the other day. He got mad with somebody that messed up something for him, and before his eyes were like ready to rock, man. He was converting himself into Darth Vader. Boy, that boy got pissed off. Jesus Christ.
But I don't know if he liked it or it was just something that was born. No.
Oh.
It's like having a kid. If he liked it or it was just born in him.
Why are you calling Mikey a kid? Mikey is calling you a kid, bro.
Right.
Just to let you know.
I'm the youngest one here. I'm a kid.
And he's the oldest. So
now I think this movie had the best starting out of all the movies as well.
listen, this is the movie that everybody was waiting for. We see how Anakin becomes Darth Vader at the end of the day. And that fight between Obi-Wan and Vader that we always dream of.
Right.
I mean, it's the best. I mean, to me, it's not. I'm not being biased here, okay? I'm gonna throw facts, okay? let me throw facts as to why it's the best movie, okay? So it's got love in there, right? You got creation, right? You got what do you mean? Can I finish? Can I finish, Ken?
You don't like that movie?
Go ahead, Mike.
It's got politics, right? You got all the Jedi, like so many fights in there with the duels. Mm-hmm. You got the good going against the bad going against the bad, good going against the good. I mean, you get to see Yoda go off again. I mean, did you see that with his little Luke and do or do not? No, you don't get to see that. No, you just get to see him
angry
tap into the little force. No, now you get to truly see the extent of what the Jedi and Sith can do, which is what everybody wants to see. And not only that, it connects the whole story together as to how Darth Vader became who he was.
Right.
So, I mean, versus just
what's funny, Mike, is until you got to the Jedi and you got to the politics, I thought you were describing Empire Strikes Back.
Don't listen to her, Maggie.
But you also think that the Empire Strikes Back is the greatest one. The problem with that is it doesn't have any force users in it like that. So I'm just saying. To me, it's the better story. It just had a great story.
Yeah,
is what it was.
A better
story. I'm not trying to put
a better story than the creation of Darth Vader.
Well, I mean, because at that point, let's see, Mike, what order did you watch the movies the first time you see them?
So the first time I would see them, hold on, can I use a lifeline? Mom. Which one did I watch first?
Wait, Mom is there?
Empire Strikes Back was the first one that I watched.
Okay.
Wrong.
Well, okay. So I mean, but the thing was with the Empire, if you would have watched them in order, right, you would have never had that surprise to find out that Vader was, even though even I hate to bring up a movie that has nothing to do with Star Wars, but Anna Kendrick from Pitch Perfect, her character even said the name Vader in German means father. Is what she said. But I mean, that was like one of the things when I was a kid, when we found out that Vader was his, Luke's father. It was really, that was really big when you found out that Luke and Leia were sisters, or brother and sister. That was kind of weird. And but back to the Revenge of the Sith. All right,
especially after they kissed.
Right.
They didn't kiss. They just.
So yeah, I mean, so we start off, of course, with Palpatine's been kidnapped by Grievous and Dooku, correct?
Yes, Chief Palpatine. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but we know that was the plan.
And they had just left Ahsoka, by the way, if some people didn't know. Just a little Easter egg is that he was just off from Ahsoka, that they just had departed to go save Palpatine.
Where Ahsoka went to capture Darth Maul.
And where Ahsoka went to capture Darth Maul, correct.
Do you guys get that? Write it down.
So, obviously, the best part is them flying in the Jedi Starfighters.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they come in, and when they come in, they go sliding across the deck. R2 ejects out. And I thought all the stuff with R2 was great with him. And then, they get up there, and they're ready to face off against Dooku. And I think this is where you see another major point of turning Anakin to the dark side.
Yes.
Yeah. And even Dooku, it was like in his eyes, it was like it was a surprise. He knew right then. But I had seen adaptations where they talked that Dooku could feel, well, I think he even said in the movie that he could feel the anger and rage, but he doesn't use it.
Yeah.
And
yes.
So he said that what I was watching this adaptation I was hearing about was that the way Dooku was seeing everything, Obi-Wan was this bright light in the Force, right? Palpatine was like a black hole. It was like, how do I want to say it? It was like something that was getting ready to go off. But they said Anakin was just this whirlwind of a storm, and it could just go shift in any direction that it was tilted in during this entire lightsaber battle. And they said Dooku was seeing all of this, why he was battling Obi-Wan and Anakin. Of course, when Obi-Wan's thrown off to the side and knocked out, then he really sees it in Anakin as they're going on. But so I thought after that, of course, he cuts Dooku's hands off, and then he cuts Dooku's head off, which right there was completely against the Jedi Order because Dooku was defenseless without his hands anyway.
Right. But you also at that point see how easily Anakin trusts Palpatine.
Oh, right.
And how easily Palpatine is manipulative in getting Anakin to do whatever he wants.
And you've actually and you see how Palpatine has stepped in as the father figure.
Correct.
He has power over all the power.
Because it was just simply getting him to believe in who you are. That was it. Just believe in him, let him encourage him. That's all he wants is encouragement. And that's what the Jedi weren't doing. They were holding him back. How obviously always stated he felt.
So, and then I think they go on and they've been hinted to believe that, they say Palpatine's surrounded by the dark side, and they want Anakin to spy on him, which now he feels like the Jedi they're leaning even farther. Now, the thing is if you really watch this a certain way, the Jedi they're not really the good guys in the whole entire thing because they've actually lost their way. They've became a slave to Palpatine and the Senate instead of just being, those that are supposed to be peacekeepers.
They were as soldiers.
Yes, they became generals in this war.
But when do you think Anakin lost it? Like, when do you think he officially said, "I'm turning"?
When he met Jar Jar Binks.
I think when he became part of the Senate, part of the team, but they didn't give him the master rank, and he never understood that.
I think he felt kind of betrayed at that point, but I think it was the dreams of Padme and him wanting to save her was a lot of it too, and then realizing, when Palpatine, which was a great scene when they're sitting there watching the opera, whatever. I can't remember what world it was from, but and he tells him the story, the tragedy of Dark Plagueis, and I think that's when he draws him in. And all it is, it's Palpatine seducing him the whole entire time.
Yeah,
and he's giving Anakin the answers of how to save Padme, but he's not really promising him anything.
And he doesn't realize that he's the one who actually kills her.
Oh yeah.
Yep. How does it kill her?
Well, I don't think he really killed her. I think from what they always talked was that she actually died from a broken heart.
Yeah, but he still killed her.
I think
Who broke her heart?
Who killed her?
Darth Vader, Anakin.
No, he did
He
not.
broke her heart. Yes, he did.
Broke
He
her
broke her
heart.
heart.
How did she?
She even said it. You're breaking my heart.
Yeah.
You're following. You're going down a path that I can't follow.
Mikey, that's a song, bro. Quick breaking my heart. Yo, I don't think she. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think Gonzo's ever actually seen the movie.
I don't think. Man, shut up. Seen it too many times. Let me go with a slap.
Just reach out the window.
I just don't. Yeah, but she knows Anakin love her. I mean, I don't. Maybe the actions that he was doing, I guess.
Right. I think one of the things
he was doing
online that most people get upset about is she died from a broken heart. Here's the thing. I learned really quick about this because I had a paper route. I know this is kind of opposite subject, but this is kind of staying on the subject of dying from a broken heart. I delivered to an older couple, and one of them passed away, and it was just a few days later the other one passed away. So I truly believe you can die from a broken heart. I really do believe it.
Listen, and I have a true story. I was in kindergarten one day, right?
Right.
Kindergarten.
You only went to
This
kindergarten
beautiful. Shut up. This beautiful kid, green eyes and everything. I want her to be my girlfriend, and she broke my heart, bro. I cried like a poet. I cried like crazy. So yeah, you could die from a broken heart.
Oh yeah.
But you're still alive.
But
So how does
my
that
only thing
pertain to
is,
the story?
how
BP.
can she die of a broken heart when she gave
Go home.
birth to two kids?
Well, I think she stayed around.
I know,
kissed
but
us
then she
section.
died. Wouldn't
That
you
was
think
a
you would stay
C-section.
around for your two kids?
It just shows me that she didn't love her kids just as much as she loved Anakin.
And that's why Luke
Yeah,
turned out the
Mikey.
way he did.
That's why
Great
Luke
job,
started
Mikey.
going after his sister.
Oh
Right.
my gosh! Why we're ruining my movies? This time out.
The only thing is this movie kind of does the exact same thing Kathleen Kennedy did. All right. We lose out the chance to see Anakin at his full potential, and Kathleen Kennedy robbed us of seeing Luke at his full potential. Is what happened.
True. True.
But no, and I think this one got really political, really. So probably not as political as what you would say the first two movies were, but it really showed that the Jedi were playing politics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
another reason.
go ahead,
Go ahead,
Mikey,
Gonzo.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
You first. No, you first.
No, just wondering what BP word. Where do you go?
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, he's doing something. Anyways, all right, so I'll go. So what the originals didn't show you guys, which is really cool, is not only does You see the manipulative side, you see the political side of Palpatine, but you also see how just well versed he was in all aspects of the Force, including his combat skills.
Right.
Because you also see at that point, this man went against 4 or 5 Jedi masters, not knights, not Padawans, 5 masters, and destroyed 4 of them in less than 5-10 seconds.
Right.
So I mean, that's
one of them was considered to be a great duelist, which was Kit Fisto.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I mean, that's another thing as to why, like, I feel like the third one is one of the best, is because you literally see everything that you can't, that makes you curious about how it started, right? You know, the little things of the Force moving the ship, the lightning, you know, the force mines. So
yeah, Chris, look at. I don't know if you see the comments. Shelly Star Walker says that
I was just getting
Carrie Fisher's mother died of a broken heart.
Oh, I hit Arlene's.
No, after that, your mom probably called him.
Yeah, I could see that because you know, she actually passed away not too long after Carrie Fisher did.
Yep.
And what's funny is her name is not coming to my mind.
And,
Mar.
And you know, it's true that a lot of couples that are married for many years, if one of them die, the other one will die right away, and it's a lot of it is about broken heart, which is true.
Oh,
yeah.
So
that's why.
But you know what I thought was there for a long time. It kind of every once in a while they flirted with
Debbie Reynolds. There you go, Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds, yes.
Thank you, Mar.
Thank you, Mar. They kind of flirted, not very subtle, about like a love triangle a little bit. I mean, I know it wasn't there, but it kind of was there, very subtle, between Obi-Wan, Padme, and Anakin.
On this episode?
No,
I don't see it at all.
No, I'm talking about through
I saw it in episode 1. No, episode 2. But again, 3, 4. I mean, 4, 5, 6. It was all about Luke, and 1, 2, 3 was about Anakin and Vader. You see it.
I don't know if so much as 4, 5, and 6 were about Luke. I think they were still about Vader.
Mm-hmm. It's always been about Vader.
Because I mean, you got to think about it. When you got
the chosen one,
when he got to the Return of the Jedi, he fulfilled the prophecy.
Mm-hmm. All true.
So it was about Luke bringing his father back.
Right.
So,
true.
But
speaking of father coming back, right there. What is that, bro? Oh, yes. And guess who's playing that one?
Awesome. But I mean, Revenge of the Sith, like I said, I think it's the best one out of the prequels. I know Mike thinks it's the best one out of all of them.
I really want to hear what Ken has to say about that. Because you said no, Ken. So you didn't like episode 3?
I did, but I like Phantom Menace better.
You like what?
Phantom Menace better.
You like really? I mean, I liked Phantom Menace. I probably liked Phantom Menace better than Attack of the Clones.
Oh.
Did you guys like the lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin, or the first one? Which one was better?
Really?
Which one was better?
No.
Well, I'm going to say...
Which one's a better fight?
I think the only reason why the one comes off a better fight in the Phantom Menace at the end with Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon Jinn is the score was a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Duel of Fates, to me, that's my favorite Star Wars song.
I don't think Mikey agree with us.
But I can't. I mean, the Obi-Wan and the Anakin lightsaber. These guys, and you got to look at it. This has to be more intense than any other one that's ever been done, because not saying that the characters, I'm saying the actors themselves. These two guys have trained you doing this for 2 movies, and became very proficient at it. And now you're watching these two guys who's going at it. That's been going through this training. I mean, you know, of course, every single lightsaber battle, no matter what you put from the prequels against the original, I mean, it's going to make the original. Yeah.
True.
Hey, even against the sequels, it blows it all out the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hey, BP and Mike, is Obi-Wan in the house today or no?
Yeah, he's in the house. Obi's here.
Where is he?
Well, you would have seen him earlier, but you were late.
Yes, yeah, that's right, Jonathan. Yeah, the Obi-Wan and the Anakin fight was more meaningful. Well, I don't.
Yes. I like
know.
you, Jonathan.
No,
I like you. I like you.
I mean, it wasn't a better fight.
But it wasn't a better fight.
Was it more meaningful? Because let me ask. Was it more meaningful?
Was another thing, but a good fight wasn't a good fight. I'd rather see the first one.
Because
so you want to know? So here's a problem with that fight, right? Let me tell you something. Here's a problem with Maul. Maul does not know how to use the Force for exactly one reason. He was trained as an assassin, not a Force user. So that little, I want to see what the Jedi and Sith can do all together. I want to see the whole package. I don't want to see just combat. I want to see how you can be beaten meditating, right? How good is your Force?
Yeah.
How good are you at using the Force? And of course, how calm are you going to be, and what you can do in your surroundings with your saber, which is exactly what happened in the third one.
Had no Sith training at all at that point.
Chris,
all you got to do is tap into the dark side, and it's over. You're instantly more powerful than the Jedi.
Chris, you mentioned that if I put the fight, you will get blocked, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, I had one of them blocked where viewers weren't. Okay. I actually had to cut a lot of it out and able to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna put the fight so we can see it. But all right, go ahead. Sorry.
But I don't know if one was more meaningful than the other one, because you had one that was, of course, it was a fight between two brothers. The first one was a fight to basically, and the reason why it was called the Duel of Fates was it was a duel for the fate of if Anakin was going to get the father he deserved. So, which would have been Qui-Gon. So, I don't know if you really can say one was more meaningful than the other, because
Hi, Brian. Thanks for being here.
Had the first one changed and Qui-Gon survived, there would have never been the other fight between
Agreed.
But I think the last one, that's how Darth Vader became Darth Vader. That's why it has more meaning to me. But the whole fight was way better inside Phantom Menace.
I think the fight in Phantom Menace looked better. Like, for me, watching it to me, I found it more entertaining, the visuals and everything.
And the music.
Whereas the other fight, it was more meaningful, but it didn't look better. Like, to me, it wasn't as entertaining.
I don't know. I might
as
have
entertaining.
I mean, because
okay, and I know what two Greeks is saying, that it's against Jedi to not kill him because he'd be in his feelings. But I'm sorry, there's no way you're fighting in that intense of a fight and you're not in your feelings and you still let the dude live. I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense.
All right, time out. So let me ask you something. Your wife, right? That's your best friend. That's your best friend. That's the mother of your kids. That's your lover. That's gotta be your best friend, right? Let's say your best friend is your brother, right? You're telling me if mom was mad at you, y'all got in a fight, and she's trying to kill you, gonna kill mom?
Maybe.
Oh my God.
That's a lie. No, he ain't.
Is she there? Is she there? She's not there, right? Because if she was there, she would slap the hell out of him right now. She's not there.
Feelings, because from Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan killed Maul using feelings. So Because you could see the rage in Obi-Wan when he went at Maul.
Because he was like in the dark side, like he was so angry.
And the only thing that defeated Maul was Maul's arrogance is what defeated him.
Oh yeah, in the end.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
She's there.
I really don't know if I could judge one from the other.
Oh my god. See, I knew she was gonna slap him. Kids, behave, kids.
No, I didn't say I was gonna try to kill you.
Yeah, he did say that, Arlene. He did say that.
Obi-Wan, protect me. She told him
He
Obi-Wan.
did say that, Arlene.
Oh, hey Rachel, thanks for coming in.
Hey, look at my brother there.
But
oh, he's like, what is she doing with that thing?
you need to get him a Jedi robe.
I actually, Ken's gonna like this one. Hold on.
You saw that he has his own lightsaber? Nice. Let me put it here. Oh, I don't want to
Turn off the light.
Yeah, but I see who it is.
It's a child.
It's the
child. And it says you can't see it, but right here it says precious cargo.
Oh wow.
So
wow, Mike, you have your nails painted. Nice job. Bro.
No, I don't. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't be don't disrespect me in front of my peers.
He's like, oh, you have your nails painted.
On the internet today.
The what?
The internet's horrible today.
Is it?
So, what is one thing that was there anything in this movie that you could pick out that you would say was either didn't need to be in there or just was bad?
Me? Are you talking to me on that?
Anybody?
Yeah, for sure. What absolutely didn't make sense, and I'll play on this one. Why the heck didn't, instead of him jumping over over Obi-Wan, Anakin jumping over Obi-Wan, why didn't he just hop on the land and walk over to the side? That's the only thing that I have, questioning, like, why didn't you just do that?
Right.
I think he thought he was a better fighter. He thought he could do whatever he wanted.
That's the thing. The Sith have arrogance.
And yes, that I do see. It was also funny because I know I brought the situation up is he also studied a lot of Obi-Wan and his fight with Maul and that one in the Duel of Fates. So when they did a bunch of simulations, he ended up beating Maul using the same tactic, and he thought he could do the same move that Obi-Wan did on Maul.
Right.
And when you watch the fight again, you'll see Obi-Wan say, "Don't try it," because Obi-Wan knew Anakin that was gonna do that same move.
Yeah.
Right.
And obviously it wasn't successful because ended up missing his limbs.
Well, there is just a little bit more difference to what Obi-Wan did compared to what Anakin did. Was Maul thought Obi-Wan was unarmed.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Where Obi-Wan knew Anakin had his lightsaber.
Right.
So,
Plus, he had the advantage, though.
right. Obi-Wan had the advantage of surprise.
So let me ask you a question: why they didn't use the Force and drop Obi-Wan to the level?
I think at the same time, what you don't see usually during those lightsaber battles, there is a battle through the Force as well. So these guys are, even if you're trying to push a Force user knows you're going to try and push him, who's now pushing back with the Force, and that's kind of back and forth throughout the entire battle, really.
Right.
So I think that's what it was. He couldn't have thrown Obi-Wan. He would have had to caught Obi-Wan off guard and able to do something like that. And Obi-Wan obviously was on guard the entire time for this battle. So, but another thing we got to see, something I thought was awesome is, and I really think a lot of times Obi-Wan has stole the movie, almost every movie, but him coming against Grievous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he says that great line, "Hello there."
Oh, there.
Yes, and I mean, Ewan McGregor. I mean, he captured. Can't even think of his name now. Sir
Ian.
Is it Ian? It's not Ian.
I don't remember.
It's Guinness is the last name.
Yeah. Alec Guinness. There we go.
Sir Alec Guinness. Yeah, he captured him completely, and then the reason why Obi-Wan was sent to fight Grievous was because of the form that he had became a master in, the lightsaber form he became a master in, and that's why they sent him to fight Grievous. And obviously it worked out. And the reason why was, of course, they knew Grievous would use four lightsabers. Obi-Wan's form was meant to be used for blaster fire, but he learned how to use it in defense against lightsaber strikes. And so that's why he was sent. But then you get to see Obi-Wan do something you've never seen him do in every movie, where he uses a blaster to take Grievous out at the very
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, to me, I've always liked Grievous. I thought he's a great character. They made him look a lot stronger. And I don't know if you've seen the old Clone Wars, the 2D.
Yeah.
Yes. Grievous
Where
was
Anakin
like
Shaggy.
Yeah. And another guy they made really big, which I wish they would have been able to bring him into the movies, was Dirge. But yeah, I mean, to me, I thought, and I meant Grievous is probably the perfect general for the droid army. So, but the question is does Grievous even know what's going on? Does he know that Sidious is Palpatine? Does he?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because I felt like he would have easily just tried to weasel his way out of, or tried to make a plea deal, like, I'll give you the Sith Lord or whatever. That's what I feel like Grievous would do, because he's a coward.
Right.
He runs instead of facing what he got to face. So, I mean, that's what I think.
Now,
he was just left in the dark.
Right. The reason why Dooku and Sidious picked Grievous was because he hated Jedi. And even though he wasn't picked to kill Jedi, that was like a perk to them. Kill as many as you want before we even have to set off Order 66 to kill them all off, which is another thing that happens in this movie. We see Order 66.
Well, we don't see it. We saw the start, but we don't see it completely.
Well, I mean, we seen
most of them, probably 80% of it.
Right. You get to see Anakin storming the Jedi Temple with the 501. Right. Of course, we know Rex isn't there. Rex is gone. He's taken off with Ahsoka.
One cool thing that not many people do know is they didn't really show too much in detail of what went on in the temple. But after Obi-Wan and Master Yoda go through, the temple after Order 66 has been executed, he goes to, the holocron to look at what's going on.
Right.
In that, or the hologram, I should say, not holocron, hologram. In the hologram recording, you see Anakin easily just destroying everybody in there. And one of the Easter eggs is that in that hologram, you see him fighting the Jedi training, the Jedi Master that trains everybody in combat. And he is literally doing this while holding another Jedi by the throat, one-handed with that same Master that trains all the Jedi. But that's how easily he just destroyed the Jedi with the Order 66.
Right. And then we actually have a cameo during that time too. It's around the time Bail Organa shows up. The young, I don't know, Padawan. I don't know what you call him. That's George Lucas's. Is it his grandson or his son?
I thought it was his grandson. Yeah.
So we actually got to see that happen. And sorry, my knees have been killing me. But And that's awesome. The whole thing with Bella Organa, I mean, that was a name you only heard until the prequels. That was something. And then to actually see how the decision was made, how Luke and Leia would be separated. So, which was funny because it was like, Leia was getting this nice, pleasurable life. And Luke is being sent off to a desert planet. But I think there's a lot we're going to get to see in the Obi-Wan the Obi-Wan series with him. Of course, Owen Lars probably doesn't want Obi-Wan anywhere near Luke and everything like that, but he stayed close enough to protect Luke. And I think that's what we're going to get to see. I think we're also going to see. I think we're going to see a lot of Obi-Wan suffering from PTSD. Is what I really think we're going to see too.
Which could kind of play on as to how he became so old looking quickly on.
It could be that, but it was also he was living in the desert with two
a hermit.
So because I think at that time isn't he only supposed to be like in his 60s, if I'm right?
Yeah, but he looks like he's in his
80s.
So
But and then of course we see Yoda. What about that one? Yoda versus Palpatine.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, especially when he walks in and throws the guards up against the wall. Yeah, so you kind of get to see these two who are supposed to be the greatest Force users. They just go at it, and unfortunately, Yoda doesn't win. He does walk away with his life, so which was kind of a disappointment.
But I thought Yoda was actually stronger.
Yeah, well, I think he's a lot stronger, but that brings up my question: why do you guys think Yoda didn't win? Because it's clear there's that Sidious said that Vader will become more powerful than either of us, which obviously means that Yoda is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than Palpatine. So why did he lose? How did he lose?
I guess because he was in retreat.
You think so? I mean,
no,
if he was no, because he went to he went to confront.
No, I'm talking towards the end of the battle.
Well, he fell.
Yeah, he fell, but he fell because of what was going on, but he was in retreat. He knew he was in a battle he was not going to win at that time. I'm not saying he couldn't beat Sidious. I'm just saying in this battle he didn't get the upper hand. Sidious had the upper hand.
You think it's because Sidious had the high ground?
It might have been. I mean, when you're lower down and you got Senate pods being thrown at you.
Unless you're Obi.
Well, and also the other thing about Obi-Wan is the whole entire. You've also got to think he's also got to deal with the failure he feels because of Anakin. Why he's on the Tatooine.
So do you think Obi-Wan is more powerful than Anakin?
I do not. I've actually seen stuff that's canon where it was like Obi-Wan almost didn't even wasn't even picked as for training by one of the. Yeah, it was just Qui-Gon just happened to see something in him. I think they said he was overlooked once and then went through the trials again. So, and if you don't get picked by a master, then you get shipped off somewhere to some kind of Jedi choice, or you become one of the temple guards.
See, I disagree. I think that you saw him with his anger. He can be as strong as anyone.
Well, I mean,
but he had that different side. He had that true Jedi. He didn't sway the line like Anakin did.
Well, that's true.
Anakin rode the line.
Well, that would even point more to what I was saying about Dooku, where Obi-Wan was the bright light in the room of that battle, because he was the representative of the light side of the Force.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a great question, Ken. I always think about, yeah, Obi-Wan is a greater Jedi than Anakin, a better Jedi than Anakin. But would I say more powerful? No. Would I say smarter? Hands down, easily, and definitely more loyal. But I wouldn't say powerful at all.
I think Obi-Wan even knew, even when they were serving together, when he was no longer his Padawan, he knew Anakin was more powerful than him. But I think when it came down to it, when it came to tactics, Obi-Wan was far more a better tactician than what Anakin was. But let's see. People say we won't see Maul meet Obi-Wan in a live action.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
I don't see them redoing that again for the Obi-Wan series, what they did in Rebels. I think that's what we're going to get. And I think that in Rebels was awesome because you see Maul try to do the exact same thing to Obi-Wan, what he did to Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan picked up on it. And that's how he ended Maul. And you know, and once again, it's funny because now you see Maul, he's dying in the arms of Obi-Wan, just like Qui-Gon did. And it's kind of like you finally see that circle connect.
I didn't even think about it till now. Yeah.
And even Maul was still, I think he realized what Obi-Wan was there for, what his job was, and he knew, even though he believed in revenge, that Obi-Wan was holding the answer to his revenge, which was Luke. Because I mean, truthfully, I think Maul's revenge was more against Palpatine than what he really wanted against Obi-Wan.
True.
But
nah, I disagree on that one.
You disagree, really?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan never killed Maul's brother.
Right, but the only reason why Maul never stayed alive is because of his hate to kill Obi-Wan.
I do believe that, but I think it changed.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I think that anger went from Obi-Wan to Palpatine.
Yeah, but you never saw him relentlessly pursue Palpatine like you did Obi-Wan.
No, you're right. You're right. No, we actually seen. Well, it was almost like he was trying to gain. How you want to say it? Trying to gain Palpatine's respect back more than what it was. But I don't know. After Palpatine killed Savage Opress, I could see Maul going after her. So let's see. Maul does say, so he's the one at the end. That is true. So, which is, you know, I mean,
I don't know. To me, it was that whole kind of going away from Revenge of the Sith. That whole scene was a little bit confusing to me because he said, and I just because I remember it because I literally just finished watching it like 2 weeks ago, is that so he's the chosen one, or is it the chosen one? And he did say, Obi-Wan did say he is, but it was also Obi-Wan or Maul rebutted with, he will avenge us, which didn't really make any sense because Anakin's the chosen one and he already avenged the Sith by destroying all the Jedi. So it was kind of confusing to me how that was going on. But
so it's been an hour. So we've talked about the Revenge of the Sith. Coming up next week is the movie that started it all.
Which one?
Which was the movie that was originally titled just Star Wars and then later titled A New Hope.
Nope.
Wait, are we doing that?
So we should definitely do.
It wouldn't be Rogue One next.
Yes.
It would be Solo.
Oh yeah, it would be Solo, then Rogue One.
Yeah, if we want to go in order. Okay, so it won't be
Solo.
So it's Solo.
So what we can do is talk about Solo and the same. So what we can do is talk about Solo and then what happened in The Mandalorian Friday.
Yeah,
we can do that because Solo, there's not a lot we can do about Solo.
No, yeah, it's not much.
Besides the
I don't know.
I mean, we can only just talk about the movie. We can only just talk about that movie because that's, I mean, Solo is in A New Hope and all that. So
I'll watch Solo tomorrow again. I like that movie.
All right, Solo, and then we do a little bit over the Mandalorian.
A little bit over Mandalorian, and then after that we do Rogue One and a little bit on the Mandalorian, and then after that we do a little on the Mandalorian.
That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like it.
Yep. So we want to start out with a little bit about the Mandalorian at the beginning and then go into the movie, or do we want to do it the other way around?
Go
All right.
into the movie and then we talk about the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we finished strong with the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So I agree with Mike. I think what it is like, you know, Revenge of the Sith to him is the best movie, and it's because of his generation. That was the three that he had with him, or the three that he knew. They were in the theaters when he was a kid and everything like that. Where with most of us, it was the original trilogy. It was something we never. What do you mean, Ken? No.
No. I was born. Oh, let me see. The third one came out. I was old enough to see it. I was 3.
But
I'm only 40.
But what? The prequels didn't come out until what? The early 2000s?
90s.
It was
99.
Yeah.
99, 92, 2002, and 2005.
But until then, the original trilogy is all you had, Ken.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you know, but going to the movies, no.
Well, no. Well, I don't know. You had the special editions.
I'm same age as Ken. I didn't see the first Star Wars I saw in the theater was Menace, but I had all the VHS.
So you didn't go to see any of the special editions when they were in the theater?
No.
Really? Wow.
Oh. I've never been into that. I've never been into going and seeing an older movie.
You're the same way, aren't you, Gonzo?
What?
Hey, have any of you seen Star Wars in its originality?
No.
I mean, yeah, Force.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because anymore, if they show it, it's always special.
The original?
Not in the theater.
Oh, in the theater? No,
I'm not talking in the theater. I'm talking about the original.
Just like all the originals, like how they revamped it with Anakin. You know,
No.
Yeah, no. I've watched.
We watched the
originals.
I had all the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the originals, yeah. And I'm younger than you guys. But yeah, watching.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Barely.
You're younger than Chris, but you ain't younger than us.
I'm 38.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so
We're doing the Ken math with that. 38 plus 12 minus
what.
48.
You know, I have a letterbox, and it's the originals of VHS. I just don't have a VCR.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to all. I had a box set VHS. I had Blu-rays. I had a whole bunch of stuff.
I know what happened. Arlene threw it away.
That's okay.
Well,
I got Disney Plus.
I have all the movies, and I had all the toys growing up.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
all of them.
But I don't look to get all the movies right now. I mean, I have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Well, I still have them. I still have them. They're all on Blu-ray.
Right. So that's going to end it. So it's going to be Solo and Mandalorian next week. And I want to thank everybody in the chat. Everybody, Katrina, Mar, Jonathan, Shelly. Who else do we have? We had Rachel came in. Brian, NASCAR fan. We had a bunch of 2 Real Geeks were here. So I want to thank all of you. I want to thank Gonzo. I want to thank Ken, VP, and Mike for being here, talking Star Wars with us.
And Obi-Wan.
And Obi-Wan. We got to see Obi-Wan. And we got to see Arlene's fingers. I tell you, even though it was her fingers, she looked a lot better than she did last night.
Hey.
Wait a minute. Those were my fingers. They weren't painted, by the way. Those were my fingers. Those were my mom's. Those were mine.
Okay. Well, even if they were painted, Mike, at least they're not black. I'll explain him backstage. But look at Gonzo's like, what does he know? But as for that, that's gonna be it, and we will see you. What we got? We got coming up. So I've got right. What BP? What do you got coming up?
I have a vlog coming out. It'll be released. It's a special unboxing on the 30th, and then Saturday go to Gonzo's channel for 10:30 late night with pals.
Awesome, Gonzo.
Yep.
You want to talk about what you got coming up?
Tomorrow we have Talk Disney to us. We talk about Halloween in the parks.
Right.
Then right after that, me and Chris, we're gonna start the full long stream waiting for the Mandalorian. So we're gonna be live for a couple hours, starting at 12 a.m. And BP will be there with me as well. So please be ready at 12 a.m. You'll better don't sell me out.
So any of you who live in the Central Mountain or Pacific area, if you would join Gonzo, that would be great.
And Saturday we have late night with Al, where we're gonna have Arlene.
Right.
That's gonna be good.
Ken has
Sorry.
his own YouTube channel. He just
I got the kids on there. Sorry.
He puts videos up of him at the park, correct, Ken?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Going Epcot tomorrow.
Epcot tomorrow, awesome. And it's just under Kenny 5007.
/2 2020.
Divided by 12 square root of 9.
So go check him out. Check out VP. Check out Gonzo. If you're not subscribed to them, go subscribe to them. They do great content. But as for that, we will see you next week for Mandalorian and Solo. So may the Force be with you. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. I love you, Mom.